खूबसूरत प्रिंसिपल बताऊंगा टाइम मैनेजमेंट के बारे में। इसका नाम है पोमोडोरो टेक्निक। आप जब भी काम करते हैं तो 30 मिनट के स्लैब में काम करिए, जिसमें 25 मिनट आप काम करेंगे और फिर 5 मिनट का एक ब्रेक लेंगे। ये
Hello everyone, welcome to Blue Dragon Actuarial. So you must be wondering what was that video all about? Why suddenly I am promoting Variku Uncle? So I am actually not promoting him. So this is one of the ad that I repeatedly, keep on seeing in my YouTube browsing. And that guy has ad like, I will make you a time management ninja. So one day I was kind of discussing this ad in my office, and my manager actually told me like, "Why don't you make a time management video because you are good in time management?" And I initially thought whether should I make such kind of video because people like with due respect to this type of person, but people like this are coming from a MLM background, which is multi-level marketing background, and they use catchphrases and acronyms to kind of motivate people, and they are living their livelihood on those things. They are selling courses just by talking and not doing much. So I actually never thought that I if someone is earning something, then I don't want to uh, like kind of spoil that. I am not here to fight with anyone, but sometimes I do, feel bad that someone is kind of selling courses on something like time management, and which can be actually a very something that should be inculcated in your upbringing, and that should be very easy to achieve once you are uh, over a certain age. But I understand that I think not everyone can be good in time management. So when I was thinking around this, I also thought that with so many things that I need to kind of create in my actual channel to kind of uh, pass on that knowledge that I have gathered to everyone, that I do require to mention something about the time management, because without that, whatever I planned for my YouTube channel in the future, both for trading as well as for the actual part, it's very difficult to kind of pass on those courses. And this would be a video that, although it's written as Blue Dragon Actuarial, it would be also uploaded in my trading channel, and that's why I because it is kind of written in Blue Dragon, because I initially thought of doing this for Blue Dragon Actuarial. I thought of recording the video in English, but it will also be uploaded in my trading channel, where it's no mostly where I record the videos in Hindi. But this is an important video, and however, you don't need to spend anything to understand time management. It's all about discipline. And my personal suggestion is to stay away from this type of people who are saying that learn from my mistakes, and that person has made I don't know how many 5 crores or 6 crore mistakes, and he is earning from his mistakes. He is milking money from all of you. So I think all of these things, motivation has become a business these days, and you should stay away from that. People who are only talk, uh, I mean don't spend your money on that. Do something better with your money. You can give your money to me so that I can invest and I can give you some return if you want, but don't waste it over such such things. I think you can buy from your experience, you can learn that, and you can learn it for free, right? So however, I do not want to decrease the importance of this. Time management is an extremely important thing, and since you was kind of mentioning about making someone time management ninja, I think I can make you a time management dragon, because that's my channel name, right? Blue Dragon Actual. So first of all, why am I qualified to kind of speak about time management? Because I might be a very bad time manager, and like all these YouTubers, who are very bad at something, but they still want to make video just to get views and likes. So I think it's time for a bit of show off, because these days, LinkedIn, Instagram, we are living in the age of show off. So I think this is one of the show off that I had to do because of because of building the base for time management. So these are the certification that I've done. So I am Excel expert certified from Microsoft. I have also done an SQL certification, SQL certification from Microsoft. I've been certified in base and advanced SAS from the SAS Institute. I've also done a couple of small certifications in Python in Udemy, and I'm learning it. And as I mentioned in one of my previous videos, the power of combining machine learning, artificial intelligence with Actuary is mind-boggling. It's just beyond imagination, and you can do anything with that knowledge. And I'm in the process of learning that. And all of this I did with my actual papers. So when I was doing the Excel certification, I realized, like, in my first actual job, uh, people made fun of my Excel, and that, as I mentioned in one of my videos, that I always took feedback as like, feedback is very important to me. I don't see feedback as insult. I see feedback as learning opportunities, and I realized that I need to learn about Excel. And that's why I thought, what is the best way I can do learn about Excel, and I decided to do a certification from Microsoft, because it will be recognized, and one can say that he or she is good in Excel. But if you have a certificate, you can claim that you are good in Excel because you are certified by the body that is creating Excel, right? So I that's why I kind of did that. And I was clearing papers at the same time I was working always. So all the certifications from Microsoft SAS, SQL, Python, all the certification I kind of did when I was kind of writing actual papers. And I still intend to do a lot of coding, and I enjoy that process thoroughly. Then when I was in my graduation, I also cleared the Indian Statistical Institute entrance exam, but I never kind of appeared or studied there. That is a story for another session. But I was also preparing for my Calcutta University exams, BSc exams, and I also prepared for this, and I was able to clear that. IIT, once again, the IIT JAM, which is the master degree provided by IIT, I was able to clear that, though I didn't got a very good rank there. But once again, along with the preparation for master degree, bachelor's final year exam, I was able to clear that. I initially started with National Stock Exchange certification in 2012 when I was working, and then I moved into Actuary. So I was working in my job, and then I was also clearing the NSE certification. Initially, I thought that I'll be learning something in trading, but at that point of time, it didn't materialize. It materialized a lot later. And the last picture that you see, that is not, I didn't do any training on karate or other activities. Do I intend to? I want to, but right now I don't have the time. But I did a black belt in Six Sigma as well, and that also I did from ISI, Indian Statistical Institute. So I think I did all of this along with a full-time job, and while clearing actual papers. So I think that kind of, although it is a bit of show off, but I think I can claim that I have managed my time well, because otherwise it would be impossible to do this many certification, right? So I think I know a bit about time management, and that's where it is kind of important to understand that if you can manage your time well, then you can do much more activities than normal average person would. So moving on. So first of all, time management is very important, and it is somehow instilled in you, as I mentioned, in your upbringing, when you are taught discipline, self-control, calmness, determination, confidence, willpower, all of this, right? So now, how am I going to approach this topic? I'm going to approach this topic from the point of view that I spent my day, and I believe that that would be the activity that most of you would be doing. However, obviously there might be, like, two-person cannot live the same life. So I might be doing something. My office time might be different. Your office time might be different. You have to kind of adjust for that. But I think the basic essence would be clear through this video. And you can see that normally what I do is I work out, right? I study. I cook my own food because I stay alone. So I cook my own food, and I also do my dishes. I go to office regularly now, even though there is a hybrid model that is kind of applicable. But I go to office because I want to. I have, in the COVID time, I put on some weight. So going to office is helping me reduce that weight, and also I mean, it is very important because because I stay alone, so get that human interaction, that human element, and that is very important, I believe, to grow in anyone's life. You will see that I have marked trade in a different color because trade is a kind of full-time activity. You trade only in say 1 hour, but you need to keep on observing and you need to keep on seeing the news and you need to keep be alert every time. So that's why I marked it differently. That is something that you do continuously throughout, and obviously, to do all of these activities, I mean, you need self-discipline, right? Otherwise, you can't do that. So I'll whatever the slide will follow from this point on, it will be based on how I do it or how my life would be, and probably I'll make another video on a day in the life of an corporate actuary. But I mean that would be for a later step. But right now, you will see the video or this video from my perspective, and you can adjust as per your requirement. However, there would be few areas where I would not like you to adjust, and I will clearly call that out in this video. So first of all, what is extremely important is your sleep time, and I max sleep by 11:45. Some days, because of workload, you might have to stay awake for a long time. But that, I mean, there should not be more exception than say 1 or 2 days in a month. If you are not doing that, then probably you are in the wrong company. Then you need to change your company if that is kind of taking away your mental peace. So I try to sleep by 11:45 p.m. and as I mentioned, because I have good time management, so I was always able to kind of manage my projects. In fact, I had over the period of time, I believe I always have the maximum number of projects with me. Maximum numbers of work hours are assigned to me, so I am still able to manage that because I think I don't waste time in my official work. So I think sleep is the most important thing of your thing or aspect of your life or your day. Your day do not end when you sleep. Your day actually starts when you sleep because that will determine how your next day would be. So your next day starts when at the time when you sleep, and this is very important. This is my personal favorite, and I think I created this quote that your day starts when you sleep. It does not end there. So this is what I strongly believe in, and like at a point of time I was over 100 kgs, and when I was that heavy, I felt that I need to do workout and I have to eat well, but sleep was the most important thing. If I don't sleep well, all those other effects would not show in my body. So as you can see, sleep and max I sleep by 11:45. I mean, I try to avoid 12:30 to 3. Some days maybe after exams you are relaxed, so then there might be a day. So suppose you are traveling, there might be a couple of days when you are sleeping at say 2 a.m. 3 a.m. But I usually avoid doing that, and I have usually seen people who are much younger to me, 10 years, 12 years younger to me. They are sleeping at 2:30, 3:30. Some even sleep at 6 a.m., which is the time when I wake up. So I think that is a bad practice, and you are going to harm your body. Your body cycle will go up completely, and uh, as you get older, the effects will start to show. When I was maybe 21, 22, I also did something like that just to kind of catch up with the study or just to, I mean, probably do better than others. But I mean, 5 years, 6 years down the line, it started to show. So I would not recommend that. I think a good healthy practice would be to sleep max by 11:45. If you can sleep before that, then it's even better. Moving on. So I usually wake up at 6:30 a.m. and after waking up, I listen to songs. I don't start any news channel or TV or anything. I try to listen to songs, and this is something that I got. This idea I got from Big Boss. And I don't. I'm not a fan of Big Boss. By the way, I don't want to see someone hitting someone with a frying pan. I am totally against that kind of shit. But I like the concept in Big Boss where they play a music and everyone kind of get up and dance. So I also try to do the same. And even in such idiotic show like Big Boss, you can. I mean, there is something. There is something that you can learn from. Right. There is something you can incorporate in your life. Usually after that, I took a glass of protein powder that is just building me for my workout. So that's usually I do. I get up and then and they say that if you drink something without kind of brushing, then there are some digestive juices that is kind of released, so that would help. That is good for the body. So I first drink the protein powder water, and then I do the brush and everything. So I usually wake up at 5:45 to 6, but I think I put this time 6:30 as the max you can sleep. Should have an alarm at 6:30 a.m. so that you can wake up. Then from around 7:10, after drinking the protein powder and maybe listening to 2 or 3 songs, I have probably brushing. I start to study, and usually I try to study 1 hour to 1.5 hour every day. So 7:10 to 8:10 would be my study, and I at that point of time I keep my phone in silent, no vibration even. So I don't want to get disturbed by any call or any message during that time. In fact, during my exam days, I also switch off my calling bell so that don't no one kind of disturb me in that at that point of time. So moving on from 8:10, so 9:15 is the time when the stock market opens, and probably many of you who kind of is watching this video is probably not trading regularly. Even if you are trading or investing, you are not starting at 9:15. You might be doing like it might be a side work for you. But for me, 9:15 is the time when I have to kind of see the screen, because I am an intraday trader, and the maximum movement happens between 9:15 to 10. So I start my workout at I get prepared for doing my workout at 8:10. I do a workout for 37 to 45 minutes, and usually by 9:10 I'm done with my workout. So that the maximum. So I have studied for 1 hour. I know the subject. Suppose I am studying a chapter. For especially for example, if I'm studying something new, like right now I am studying FRM level 2, so I am studying that portion, studying that chapter, and that is a new chapter for me. So in 1 hour, I understand whether this chapter can be finished in 1 hour. Usually, most chapters can be finished in 1 hour at the stage that I am in right now. However, it might take some chapters might be very wordy. It might take more time. So in 1 hour I can gauge if this chapter will take 1 more hour, or this chapter can be finished in 1 hour. So that's I try to do by 8:10, and then I move on to the exercise. And this is very important. This immediately release some dopamine, and you start feeling happy. You have achieved some steps. So I'm always wearing that smartwatch, so I can see that my step count increase, and that kind of enable me to feel good about me. So then after that I move on to trade and cook. So this is something that I multitask, because if I what I have seen that if I normally stare at the screen, I am kind of itching to take the trade whenever whenever the market opens, and it is sometimes not correct to do so, because you need to wait. So if I am doing something else, something like cooking, then I can obviously trade, because trading is just a click of button. You can do trading at any time. I just need to keep on observing the screen, and whenever I feel like, I can take the trade. But at the same time, when I'm cooking, it is enabling me to prepare the food for the rest of the day, and also I can observe the market. So here I multitask. So I cook, and that kind of stops that itching to take the trade. And immediately then when I find an opportunity, I can take the trade, and I can wait until my either my target hit or my stop loss hit. So this is where I kind of try to maximize my time. And usually I don't remember taking a trade same after 10:30. Usually I'll be able to take a trade by 10:15 max. Very rare, it might happen that you are taking a trade after 11:30, but that would be a very rare scenario when the market is completely sideways and you are not seeing any movement. Otherwise, between 9:15 to 9:45, you'll be able to spot a trade opportunity. So then I move back into study from 11:30. So I write at that point of time, I have already gauged what the chapter is, whether I need to spend more time, whether I need to go slowly, whether I need to go fast. Right. So from 11:30 to 12 or 12:30, I try to study. Once again, I keep my mobile phone in silent mode. And everything. And when I'm studying, I'm not trading. So I have not put, like, I have tried to put those stop loss and target, and try to study. But I have seen that my mind is always at the trading trading terminal, and I'm always thinking whether making profit or loss. So I don't want to do that. I want to complete my trading. And as I mentioned, usually the trading gets over by 11:30. Very rare occasion the trading would not get over, and at that point and on those days I would not be able to study. But otherwise, I think, by 11:30 it would be over. So then I go to office, and offices are usually in the first half. You have meetings, and then because of the position that I'm in, I have to work with a lot of people, and I have to debug, or I have to kind of clear those conceptual doubts. If I have some doubts, I have to kind of get it cleared from others, and I have to also manage their day if there is a deadline that is approaching. So that is very important that I make my expectations clear to my juniors and to my seniors. And I kind of judge my entire day through the number of people that I was able to help in that day. So if I was able to help many people, then I think I have a good day. Once again, that is a cause of release of dopamine, and that make me feel that I've done something in my work. I don't need an award or reward, etc. I do like reward, but I don't need an award to get motivated. But helping people in their actual queries makes me grow as a person as well, because I am also learning something with them. And that also just give you that extra good feeling that you are doing something good. However, what I strictly avoid is to do any overtime. So I try to stay in the office from 1:30 to 10, and that's exactly the time I want to stay in office. Sometime people might message me at 9:30, 9:45 by 9, and I told them that let's do it tomorrow, because there will be a tomorrow. No one is going to die if I don't do it 9:45. So I try to maintain that, and I think that is something that I've learned from the foreign counterparts that I've worked with. They are very specific about their time. They look after their health. They take leaves. They take sabbaticals, which we as Indians don't do. So I kind of learned it from them, and I strictly follow that. I don't want to go overtime. Neither I want any of my juniors to go overtime. Also, I've worked in core sector where I've seen people falling sick and leaving their job, saying they are unable to cope up with the pressure, but they are also the person who would be staying late just to get that extra rating. So I believe that I don't need extra rating by staying late. I would get extra rating if I can manage my time well, right? And that's why I think probably my manager would have asked me to create this video, because he believes that I'm good in time management, so I don't need to stay extra. And this is something probably which is unique, and others probably can also learn from me, right? So after coming home, I usually have, because I've cooked earlier, so I usually have some dishes that I need to clean, because I do my own core activity. I don't have any maid or anyone, because I come from a low middle class background. So I have that. I don't want to spend much, something that I've kind of learned from my mom, and it also helps you stay fit and stay active. So, but I, because I'm a single person, so I don't have much dishes. So I mean, everything can be finished by 30 minutes, and after that you go to sleep. So that's my cycle. I think in the office time, I keep on checking the world market and how everything is going on. Even after I reach office at say 1:30, from 3:15 to 3:30, try to observe the market and see whether it is suitable for me to take any BTS trade, which is I take the trade now, and maybe I sell it tomorrow, right? So I think those are the things that I keep on doing. And by this time, by the activities that you can see in my life or in a particular day, I think I'm quite tired by 11:45, and I whenever it's almost like I'm quite sleepy at that point of time, and if I sleep, I'll sleep. Sometime my sleep cycle is disturbed. Like right now, my sleep cycle is disturbed. So I think the best way to do get back to such a lifestyle is to do some sort of challenge. And like, right now I'm doing a weight loss challenge. In fact, 1st of August would be the day when that weight loss challenge kicks in. I have even posted about that in LinkedIn, and there are 4 of us who are doing that. So I think we'll be losing some weight, and losing weight with someone else is, that keeps you motivated. So I think that's how I manage my time. I start as I mentioned, sleep is the most important thing. If you sleep early, you will wake up early, and then you will have a lot of time, and then you can fit in your activities. So I know that my life and my habits would be different from yours, but I don't think it would be too much difference. Like maybe your office starts at 9, right? So then you need to adjust your activities according to that. Maybe if I study in the morning, you need to study in the the later part, maybe in the evening. But I think you can, like, from this presentation, from this video, you get an idea, and you don't need to go to Variku uncle or purchase his course to become a time management ninja. You can become a time management dragon just by seeing this, whatever, 20-25 minutes of video. So I hope this helps, and we'll be getting back to the 5 minute series, actual series, in the next week and the week after that as well. So I'll be for the next 2 weeks, the concept or the I mean that main point of interest will be the participating policies. And so what I'll do is I'll release 5 minutes videos on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, and then I'll build up a bigger concept on maybe weekend. Right. So those three would be kind of precursors to learn the bigger concept of the longer video. Right. So if you like the content, please like. Once you like, it will reach many people. And this is like today, this video is not only related to actual, this is a mass video. Everyone can see that. So please like, and please subscribe, and yeah, leave any comment for feedback, and see you in future videos. Thanks for watching.